melty cheese, covered in breadcrumbs, then fried. Need I say more? Mozzarella sticks are nearly universally loved. I don't think I need to try to sell you on them. But here's the issue. You either save cash by buying them frozen at the store, but at home they don't taste that great. Or you get them at a restaurant where they taste phenomenal, but the cost is a small fortune. So today I'll be teaching you how to find the middle ground. Mozzarella sticks that are cheap to make, but still taste great. So roll up your sleeves if you got them, wash your hands, and let's get cooking. All you need for this recipe is a 16-ounce block of mozzarella cheese, 1/4 of a cup of all-purpose flour, 1 cup Italian breadcrumbs, 2 eggs, and that's it. But if you want to be extra frugal, all you have to do is add a couple extra ingredients to your shopping list and you'll be able to make breadcrumbs yourself too. Additionally, you can make some marinara sauce to dip in, though personally, I'm a fan of the pure mozzarella stick experience. No sauce, just melty, cheesy goodness. Now, this is Frugal Foods. We want the biggest possible bang for our buck. We're making our own breadcrumbs. Of course, you can just buy the stuff that comes in a can at the store, and if that's your plan, skip to this timestamp. But if you're trying to get this all the way from scratch, then stick with me. Alright, now that all the dweebs who don't want to make their own breadcrumbs are gone, let's get to work. I'm starting with stale bread, something you'd throw away if it weren't for this recipe. Now, I'm going to be throwing this into a food processor, but you don't need fancy equipment to get delicious meals. You can achieve the same effect with just a box grater. Get your bread nice and fine before measuring it out. That's just plain breadcrumbs, and it's good for plenty of recipes, but we want to be using Italian breadcrumbs. For every cup you've got, add half a teaspoon of salt, freshly ground pepper, garlic powder, and dried parsley, and 1/4 of a teaspoon onion powder, dried oregano, and dried basil. Mix that all up and you've got Italian breadcrumbs. Now, alternatively, you could buy a ticket to Italy and just make your breadcrumbs there, but that's just a little more expensive than this option. Alright, since you stuck with me and didn't skip to that timestamp I said before, we're gonna pretend that I just told a really funny joke and anyone who skipped ahead missed it. Ready? Golly, I really am a comedic genius. Anyways, back on to making mozzarella sticks. Take your block of cheese and cut it into strips 3/4 of an inch thick. Coat your newly formed cheese sticks in flour, then eggs, and then breadcrumbs. Once all that's coated,
it's rewind time.
Because you're dipping it back in the eggs and then back into the breadcrumbs to make sure you get the best crunchy crust. Now take all of your perfectly coated mozzarella sticks and put them in a freezer bag to have them chill until you're ready to fry, or at least 2 hours. In that time you can do whatever you want, like reading, exercising, or fighting an eldritch horror to protect the earth from destruction. It's really up to you. Once your 2 hours have passed, take your cheese sticks out of the freezer and one at a time pop them into a cup of frying oil at 365 degrees Fahrenheit, 185 degrees Celsius. Don't worry about the price here. We can reuse frying oil so long as we save it, but even if we did care about the price, it would only cost an extra 36 cents. Anyways, keep the sticks moving and take them out once browned, about 30 to 60 seconds. Finish your cheese sticks on a wire rack in an oven at 350 degrees Fahrenheit or 170 degrees Celsius in an oven for about 5 minutes just to make sure they're extra gooey on the inside and extra crispy on the outside. Let cool just a bit before serving. And look at those beauties. Check out the cheese stretch on that guy. And it took like no effort at all. Yeah, it took over 2 hours, but it was only like 15 minutes of actual work. Totally worth it, especially when you consider the price. Our final price is just $5.58 for 16 mozzarella sticks. If I went down the street and ordered similar quality sticks from my local sports bar, it would have cost me $9.99 for half the amount. That's right, at a restaurant you can spend up to $20 on mozzarella sticks. It would cost you $5.58 to make yourself, meaning you save $14.40. And again, it's only like 15 minutes of actual work. Like this recipe? Why don't you like the video? Want to say how hilarious I am? Why not leave a comment? Want more money-saving recipes? Why not subscribe? Whatever you do, stay fresh.